So a big part of living ready is to be able to shift your perspective when you need to increase your focus when you need to take control of fear and stress and anxiety when you need to. And a powerful way to do that, to do all of that, is to trigger a flow state. Now, in order to trigger a flow state on demand, you need to create an anchor. And the way an anchor works, it's basically a trigger that you connect to the state that you're trying to achieve. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can approach this, but in this video, I'm going to specifically talk about music and how you can create a trigger with a specific music track that will then help you trigger that flow state when you need it. So, step one is you have to trigger flow, right? In the beginning, you have to work really hard to get into that flow state. It's not just going to happen just because you listen to some music track, okay? So first, you got to trigger flow. How do you do that? You do it through the combination of high intensity training and breath. So step one, high intensity workout. That's the struggle that you need, which is the first stage of flow, which is struggle. Then the breathing. You have to learn how to breathe to take control of the workout. You created all this stress with your workout. Now you're going to use breathing to take control of that stress, drive it, ramp it up into a positive direction, into stage three, which is that flow state. But now that you're in that flow state, this is where you create the anchor. This is where you use the music. So the first thing you got to do is you got to find that track. And I think everyone has it. That song that as soon as it comes on, those first 15, 20 seconds play and you're hooked. Hey, that's my song, turn it up, right? That song, that's the song that you need. Doesn't really matter what the song is. We all have different tastes in music. It just has to create that spark. It has to create that kind of elevated feeling when you hear it. So find that track. It doesn't have to be the whole song. Like I said, it has to be something that within those first 15 to 20 seconds, it gets you. So what you're going to do is you trigger that flow state through movement and breath. And as soon as you open your eyes from your breathing session, play that track. Connect the state that you're in to that song. And what's amazing, if that song already has that powerful effect on you, all it's going to do is enhance the flow state that you're already in. And every single time you trigger flow using this method, you move, you breathe, you trigger flow, you play that song. You move, you breathe, you trigger flow, you play that song. Do that often enough, and what happens is now if you're just sitting at your computer, if you're in the car, if you're about to go into a meeting, if you find yourself in a stressful situation but you still have access to music, you know that you can play that song and have an instant trigger. You've anchored that song to that flow state. You following me so far? Okay? And that's the beauty of it. And the more often you do this, the more powerful it becomes. So for me, I have this one track that I've been using for years and years and years, and it's amazing to know that, especially for me, especially for creative work, or even if I'm stressed out, but especially if I have to sit and edit video, or if I have to write something, or I have to create something on my computer, I know that I can put in that track. It's the first song in my playlist, and within 15 to 20 seconds, and by the end of that song, I'm triggered. I'm in this super focused, amazing state where I'm creating at my best. Look, it won't always be on the same level, but it's such a great way to get you started in that direction. Okay? So I hope that was clear enough. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact me. Would love to dive deeper into this stuff with you. But that's how you can use music to anchor it to a flow state so that you have this powerful trigger to trigger flow whenever you need it. Have an amazing day. Peace.